You dang lucky Europeans, why do you get all the cool stuff? Well, Elon was recently visiting Giga Berlin and made some statements about the factory and what they're going to be doing there, especially in regards to the Tesla Model Y, which will be the first vehicle built out of Berlin. And he's saying it is not just a carbon cut copy of the Model Y that they're building in Fremont. In fact, he praised it quite a bit, suggesting that there's going to be a huge radical redesign to the fundamental core structure of the vehicle. And I'm very curious to know exactly what he means by that. I mean, let's just admit from the beginning that the made in Germany Model Y is going to have a whole plethora of added benefits. For one, we know that he talked about months back the redesigned paint shop, so they're not going to be getting the same slapped together paint that Fremont has. This one should be much, much better. And I'm hoping that also means much better quality control, because in Germany that matters a lot, and they're going straight up against some of the best automotive companies in the world over there in Europe, so making sure QC is prioritized is of course important. And the other change that we're likely going to see first in Giga Shanghai, and we should be seeing pretty soon from Fremont, is the rear unibody casting press, which is a very, very new piece of machinery. It's one of the largest casting presses in the world, and it essentially reduces manual labor requirements by simplifying the rear unibody of the vehicle. What used to take 70 parts on the Model 3 should now take only one, and I imagine that will also be implemented into Giga Berlin. But also Elon talked about how they want to build batteries at Giga Berlin as well with the cell manufacturing line, and he said that they're going to go into more detail on what they're planning in Germany on Battery Investor Day, which, my God, I'm so excited for. I can't wait to hear what stuff they have to announce. I'm just really, really hoping don't delay it again. Please do not postpone this event. You have postponed it a million times now. Please don't push it back. Please, can we be close to done with this whole Battery Day thing? Very excited, looking forward to hearing what they have to say about it on that day. But knowing that they want to build likely their own custom cells at this factory means that the range and energy density we see from Giga Berlin could actually end up beating a lot of the Model Y's current specifications in the United States. So when Elon said that they're planning, a core structural redesign to the inside of the Model Y, personally, this is speculation, of course, that's most of this channel, but I personally saw that as redesign of the internal manufacturing process, similar to Giga Shanghai. They did a bunch of stuff differently over there that resulted in better quality control and easier use of general assembly and being able to build the car more affordably. I imagine, just like Tesla is always innovating in the battery field and the autonomy field, and with their new vehicles, they're also trying new techniques and better practices with each one of their factories. In other words, I'm saying Giga Berlin is going to be more advanced in turning out way better vehicles compared to what Giga Shanghai is pumping out, because they're using new practices and new techniques. And if there's more, I don't know, unibody casting presses or more parts of the Model Y that they're going to simplify, and hopefully that can result in a lighter vehicle and extend range, then it sounds like this made in Germany Model Y is going to be quite a bit different than the Model Y we have right now. And personally, some of you may not find that super exciting, but I do, because it shows that Tesla is willing to try and do new things. They don't really settle with the status quo, and they're not really just settled with, well, that's how we build the Model Y in America, so that's how we gotta build it over in Germany. They're not like that. They're constantly adapting, they're constantly changing, looking at where can we improve, where can we save some money, and how can we make the overall car better for the end consumer. And knowing that they're planning such big changes for the Model Y that it's going to be almost a different car internally. I bet from the outside it's probably going to feel very similar. It'll still be a hatchback. I imagine the dimensions will be the same, the height and the ride height and the frunk space and all that. I imagine the general basics of the Model Y will be the same as the US model. It's just the internal manufacturing is going to be so drastically different there that it could result in much better range, probably much better prices, because in Germany, Tesla's going up against a lot of affordable electric vehicles, so they gotta be competitive here. And hearing Elon say that at Germany they want to do more than just build cars, and they also want to build battery packs, and who knows what else, that could, I hope, also mean the Model 3 hatchback or the subcompact they're planning on for some time in the future, which could probably sell like crazy just for the sake of it's a very practical and affordable car, but also it's a Tesla. And people just treat Teslas differently, Kind of like how there's lots of different phones to choose from on the market, but there's something about iOS that just keeps people going back to the iPhone. I think Tesla has found something very similar with their software and autonomy and software updates making the car better that kind of sets them apart from even the better selling EV competitors over in Europe. So either way, I'm just very pumped to see what types of internal changes Elon is talking about. And do you guys think there's going to be even more design overhauls than we know about outside of just the batteries getting better, the rear unibody casting process, and the paint shop? Is there something else we're missing that could also save them a ton of money and also allow them to build vehicles extremely quick? In case you're curious, Giga Berlin should be operational before July of next year. My personal prediction, because they're so ahead of schedule already, is May. So you can hold me to that. I'm guessing May of 2021. They'll be churning out Model Ys. And if you're looking at how fast they've gotten up that facility, it is kind of insane how that prefabricated construction equipment can just kind of shoot up overnight. But what are you guys most excited for? Thank you all for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.